Hi everyone, this is Julie with Beading, and I have a show and tell for you today, and that show and tell involves these titanium earring posts with glue-on pads. There's something new to Beading, and I want to show you them. And the main reason I wanted to do this video was because they come in different sizes for the glue-on pads as well as the post length, and I think that's a little hard to conceptualize when just looking at the numbers. So I wanted to show you them in person. I also wanted to pull out a US quarter to use as a little size guide as we're talking here. Just have that on my table so you can get a little bit better understanding. So they come in a 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, and 10mm pad, and then they come in a 9.5mm post length, which is the length of the actual post that goes through your ear, and then also an 11. So let's pull these out and look at them side by side. So here is that 4mm, so that's pretty tiny. This would be good if you are perhaps doing like a little flat back crystal on there, something that doesn't need a lot of surface space and isn't too heavy. Then let's pull out the 6. So here is the 6 right next to the 4. Okay, so we're getting bigger. Now here is the 8. I don't think I can hold all these at once. Let me just put the smaller ones down and do an 8 versus 10 comparison. So here's the 10. The 10 has the most surface area, so you're gonna wanna do that one if you have a really, like a heavier object or a bigger object that you're gluing onto it. Consider getting the larger pad. So it really matters about like what are you gluing onto it and how heavy it is, and so how much surface space do you really need. So those are the 4 different sizes, and they come in the 2 different post lengths. So we do have 4, 6, 8, and 10, also in the longer post. So let's look at the post. Let me maybe pull out this one. So this is the 10, and that is the post length of the 10 one. Now here is the post length of the 10 one with the slightly longer post. So this one here in this hand is 11mm. This one here is 9.5. So this is really a personal preference as to which post length you want as well. Now I do want to quickly talk about the color as well. So titanium has more of an antique silver finish to it. So I pulled out some bright silver findings. So these are just eye pins and they're bright silver. So if we look at that compared, you see, I'll try to do it at different angles here so you can see it is darker. The titanium is darker. It's still definitely a silver color, but it is darker. Now here are some Nun-Design antique silver posts, and or not posts, I should say, these are ball head pins, and that is pretty similar. So I'm looking at that. If you've purchased these before, that is pretty similar, but still this is a little bit more gray. And here are some stainless steel. Now the stainless steel are pretty much an exact match for the color. So hopefully that gives you some guidance. If you've worked with antique silver before, if you've worked with stainless steel, that'll give you some indication of the color of the titanium. So it is more of a more like a, I don't want to say gray, but it's like an antique silver. So again, these are glue-on pad post earrings. The glue I would recommend is really going to be dependent upon your project. I think E6000 is a pretty good basic one that works really well with a lot of different materials. But again, you'll look at what you're trying to glue onto this to see what will work best. But these are the little titanium posts. We'll just hold that side by side. Available at Beading with the 4. Here's the 6. Here's the 8. And here's the 10mm pad, again with the 2 post lengths as well. So if you're interested in these and other beading supplies, please do go over to beadaholic.com. We have thousands of beading supplies, and you can find these and other ones there as well. Thanks everyone.